Hello everyone from Melbourne Airport. Today we're flying on Qantas's international flights to London, but unfortunately we're not going all the way and only flying on its domestic leg from here over to its stop in Perth. But we use all the same facilities as the proper international passengers, including the international standard of security, but for immigration only a driver's licence is required for ID. And we have a special domestic sticker on our boarding pass, so we must be processed by an agent rather than just use the e-gates. We also walk through the entire duty-free area, but we can't purchase anything. Another major benefit of taking these flights is that we can access the international Qantas lounges here, especially for platinum frequent flyers who can visit the first class lounge. But today we can only get into the business lounge here through a membership, and although it's colloquially known as the dungeon and would definitely benefit from some windows, it still has some nice seating areas. There's a small buffet on one side of the lounge offering cold options like the usual Qantas salad spread, but the main buffet selection on the other side includes some nice hot food, so overall there's plenty to eat for a few hours in here. Our flight would be boarding soon, so let's go take a look at our plane bringing us across to Perth, as our Dreamliner today is painted in this special 100 livery. There's also quite a few other planes at Melbourne today wearing some different special liveries too. Customers can board almost directly from the business lounge here to some gates by heading down this special walkway. We get a pretty good view of the cool livery through this glass aerobridge before heading through a mini business class cabin and premium economy before reaching the economy class section of the plane. 53J will be our seat today, which has a nice view behind the wing. The rest of the plane wasn't too full either, so there was plenty of room for everyone to spread out before takeoff, meaning I had a whole row to myself. Now let's take a look around the seat. There's an average sized IV in front, which tilts to a reasonable angle. A small storage area is below, with a little strap to hold things and a USB port inside too, with 2 power outlets per row being located below the seats in front. A bifold adjustable tray table is deployable from here also, and a large storage pocket is at the bottom of the seat, with two still decent sized pockets there as well. And legroom is quite good also. A mesh footrest net is hidden underneath the seat in front. With the recline button and headphone port being on the armrest, and the recline isn't too bad either. The seat is made of this nice comfortable red material, with the adjustable headrest completing the seat. Along with these air vents above being a welcome sight to many passengers. In terms of amenities, waiting at the seat were economy standard headphones, along with a nice blanket and a reasonably sized pillow. Amenity kits were also available for people to grab in the galley if you wanted one, and they contained dental kit, eye mask and earplugs. Thankfully, the crew on this flight didn't lock the windows shut, so we could still adjust them using the standard 787 dimming button. And set up for long-haul flights, the screen had the option to pop up with wellness reminders, which was cool. Starting the service, we were handed a bottle of water, and then the crew came around for a first drinks service, along with cheese and crackers. Then with the main meal we were offered more drinks, some warm focaccia bread, and a small tray containing the hot food. I chose the chicken, but there was also a vegetarian option and a cold salmon salad. After collecting these items, the crew handed out some full-sized ice creams, along with some chocolates too. The full food and drinks menu was available to view on the IFE. With the rest of the screen having a good selection of things to watch. And in general the system seemed easy enough to navigate through, although the route map wasn't interactive. And it appeared as though there were some issues with the IFE system, as I could sort of close and exit the whole thing before the screen rebooted itself. There were 2 toilets mid-cabin, and 2 more for economy at the rear of the plane. Inside they were both pretty clean for the whole flight. This is the self-service area, which housed some water bottles and chocolates, as well as those amenity kits we saw earlier. As I had a row to myself, I was able to set up a sort of bed across the 3 seats, which was actually really comfortable, and you could easily get sleep here on a long-haul flight. It was noticeable, however, that some of the cabin was quite worn, as the film over the screen was peeling a lot on my seat, and the top of the armrest fell off the seat in front, and the bottom of my armrest was broken, which made it sort of stuck upright. And these dimming buttons were also worn. This is common to most older 787s anyway. Oddly, before landing, the crew did dim all of the windows, but didn't lock them there, so I was sort of fighting with my window the whole time to keep it on a brighter setting, as the crew kept repeatedly dimming all the windows to increasingly darker settings, before finally releasing them just before we touched down. Overall, that was a very good flight. The international procedures before departure could be a hassle to many, but the international offering on board is far superior to their regular domestic service, which you'll see in next week's video. After disembarking, we had a quick ID check before being let into the rest of the terminal so we could head into Perth.